So let us continue with respect to the BDD Cucumber, guys. So today let us see how to set up the BDD Cucumber framework, how we can set up. Okay, see, it is a very common thing with respect to any framework. So basically we have to first set up with respect to the Cucumber. It is a one-time task that we will be doing in the initial phase of the project. Okay, it is a one-time task. So in this case also we will be setting the BDD Cucumber framework. So the first step that we have to do is, like, we have to create a Maven project. Okay. So for this creation of the Maven project, we can use either Eclipse or IntelliJ. IntelliJ is also an tool similar to that of Eclipse. Okay. So now first step, let us try to create manually the Maven project. Okay, so let me switch to Eclipse. Okay, I'll close this project, right click, and let me try to close the project. Okay, I've closed the project. So now let me try to create a new Maven project. So new project. Okay, so first we have to create the Maven project. So let me try to select the Maven and I'll click on next. And here we have to select the Maven archetype. Right, we have to select Maven archetype. We have already seen that in order to select what is the basic thing that we will be taking as part of archetype is, we will be taking the Maven archetype is a basically template, right? So that particular template which will help us in generating the project structure, right? So that particular archetype we have to select. We will select this Maven archetype simple. Okay, so let me try to search this Maven archetype simple. It is here, Maven archetype simple. So this is from Apache. So I'll try to take this particular Maven archetype simple. So this archetype I'm trying to take. I'll click on next. Okay, so here we have to give the group ID, right? So what is this group ID is all about? The group ID is all about, like, let us try to scroll. So next thing will be group ID, then artifact ID, then version, right? So basically group ID is the namespace of our project. So we have already seen these things. Okay, you can refer the video that I have. Okay, so group ID is nothing but it is a namespace of our project. Okay, and then artifact ID will also be a kind of thing that we'll be using in order to authentication like this. Okay, let us try to take the something. For example, let us try to take as let me try to take as Java code. Okay, and let me try to take the, okay, let us try to see whether this works, and let me try to take the artifact ID as practice. Okay, Selenium practice. Let me try to take Selenium practice as the artifact ID. Okay, I'll click on finish. So this should create me the Maven project. Okay, so it is creating Maven archetype simple. We can see the progress here, 33%. So first thing is, like, we have to create a Maven project. Okay, here we have to give yes in the console so that our Maven project is created. So first step is to create the Maven project, right? Yeah, we have to give it as yes by enter. Okay, so we should see the project that is being created, right? We can see here. So this is the Selenium practice, the project that is being created, right? Let me try to refresh. Okay, so we have got this particular project, or we can say a kind of framework we are trying to design, in which the first step will be to have the Maven project. So now we have set up the Maven project, right? Now let us try to, once the Maven project is done, we have to add the dependencies. Okay, so for that we have to have what all dependencies. So first, as we are trying to automate the Maven, so for that what I will do, I will try to as we are trying to automate the UI automation, so for that we need Selenium. So let me try to take the Selenium dependency. So this dependency, how we can take it from Maven. We can take it from Maven Artifactory, right? We can take it from Maven Maven repository. We can take, right? So for that, what is that thing? So this is the dependency, Selenium Java. So I'm taking this setup we have already seen. Okay, so I'll go here in the project that we just created and we add it in the dependency section. So here are the dependencies. So here where we have JUnit dependency, right? So now let me try to add this particular Selenium dependency. So now we have added the Selenium dependency so that we can automate UI automation. Okay, once this is done, once we have created the Maven project and we have added the Selenium dependency, the next step comes with respect to adding the dependency with respect to BDD Cucumber framework. Okay, so let us see that. So before adding that, let us try to create the project structure in this way. The project structure should be like this. See, we should be having source, main, test, Java. Okay, we should be having source, main, test, Java, step definition, resource, features, form.xml. This kind of structure we should be having. Okay, I will try to zoom in a bit. So first we should be having source, main, Java. Okay, src main Java, right? Let us see whether we have this particular package. So this is the old one. I'll try to close where I took the Selenium dependency. I'll close this project. Okay, so this is our project. So we should be having source src slash main slash Java. Do we have? Yes, we have. The next what we should be having? We should be having src slash test dot Java. Do we have src slash test dot Java? Yes, we have it here. Yes, we have it here, right? We have it here, src slash test slash Java, right? Next thing is like we should be having these are inside it, right? This Java code analyzer dot Selenium project practice, this is inside src slash test dot slash Java. Runner is inside src slash test slash Java. Step definition is under src slash test slash Java. Then what is the next package folder? src slash test slash resources. Do we have here? No, we don't have. So now let us try to create this kind of folder, that is src slash test slash resources. Okay, we have to create the folder. Let us see how it goes. Folder src slash test slash resources. Okay, and let me try to click on finish. Yes, finally it got created. Okay, so this is how we can create. So how to create? Just create a Maven project. Okay, and don't try to alter anything with the Maven project. Then try to right click here and then click on new and then click on folder, and here try to select the project and try to give the folder name as src slash test slash resources. Okay, once this is done, let us try to move to the next part. Okay, so this is how we can create the folder with respect to src slash test slash resources. Okay, first we have src slash main slash Java. So that project is there, src slash main slash Java, src slash test slash Java. So that also we have. Then we should be having source src slash test slash resources. So that also we have. So now once this is done, let us try to add the Selenium dependency. Okay, so I'll go to the form.xml file, the previous one from where we have taken. So I'll try to take this particular in this form.xml file. Let me try to take the Selenium dependency and as well as the WebDriver manager dependency in order to set up the WebDriver. Okay, so I'm taking this, and for this I'm trying to paste it in our particular Maven project that we just created. Okay, so here you can see the dependencies section. In this dependencies section, I'll try to add the Selenium dependency and as well as the WebDriver manager dependency. Okay, so once this part of the code is done, we have to add the Cucumber dependencies. Okay, so that will also be part of Maven repository only. So let us try to take the dependencies. Okay, so how to download the dependencies? We have to go to, this is the particular dependency we need to have for the Cucumber. Okay, so first is the Cucumber Java. Okay, for that what we will do, we will open Chrome, and from Chrome we will go to the Maven repository. Okay, we'll go to Maven repository. It's here. Okay, so once we navigate to the Maven repository, we need to have this particular dependency, right? cucumber hyphen Java. Okay, so let me open Maven repository again. So once we are done, we should have the cucumber hyphen Java dependency in our project. Okay, so let me try to open. Okay, so here I'll try to add this cucumber hyphen Java and I'll click on search. So here you can see this is the particular thing that we need to have, cucumber hyphen Java, and we'll take this particular version, guys. Okay, I'll try to close this. Okay, we'll take 7.14.0. okay, so where it is, 7.14.0 is somewhere here, right? This is the particular thing. I'll double click. I have to take the this one, so I'll take this particular dependency. Okay, Control A, Control C, and I'll go to the pom.xml file. In the pom.xml file, we'll be placing this particular dependency. Okay, so I have placed cucumber hyphen Java dependency. Okay, one dependency is done, cucumber hyphen Java. The next is we have to take cucumber hyphen JUnit. Okay, we have to take cucumber hyphen JUnit dependency. So for that, again we will go to the Maven and we'll try to search cucumber hyphen JUnit. Okay, so I'll click on enter. I'm trying to search. So this is one more dependency that is required in order to have in order to execute the BDD Cucumber from the runner class. Okay, that's the reason we need this cucumber hyphen JUnit. It's taking time to load. Okay, so this is cucumber JUnit. Okay, the version that we want to take is 7.14.0. so this is also 7.14.0 and this is also 7.14.0. okay, so that is somewhere here, and this is the JUnit, cucumber hyphen JUnit. Let me try to copy and let me go back to our pom.xml file, and below this I'll try to add this particular dependency. Okay, so now we have cucumber hyphen Java and cucumber hyphen JUnit dependency, right? So this is cucumber Java and this is cucumber JUnit. Now what is one more? We should be having this JUnit dependency already in our system, but we want to change the version. Okay, JUnit, why we are taking is like we are taking BDD Cucumber plus JUnit. Okay, so that is the reason that I'm trying to have this JUnit dependency in my project, so that we can execute from JUnit dependency. Okay, I'll try to remove this scope as test. Okay, and let me try to save. And now what I will do is I'll do Control A, Control Shift F so that it will format, and I will go to my project and right click. I'll click on Maven and I'll give update project, so that all the dependencies that I have added, all the jar files will be downloaded. Okay, see here we can see updating Maven project. So this is downloading all the Maven dependency. If you click on the Maven dependencies, you can see all the dependencies that we have added. Okay, we have added Selenium, we have added Cucumber Core, Cucumber Gherkin. Okay, we have added Hamcrest. So JUnit, we have added all the dependencies that are required. We have added in Selenium practice folder. Okay, I'll try to close this project. Okay, so this is how we can add the dependencies. So is this setup with respect to the framework is done? No, we have added the dependencies. Now the main work starts. Okay, so in order to start this, we should see the major components with respect to the BDD Cucumber frameworks are, we should be having, okay, I'll try to explain that as well. Okay, see the main core components of the BDD Cucumber framework are, we should be having a runner. Okay, runner, step definition, and the features, where we will be writing the dot feature files. Okay, these three are the main components with respect to the BDD Cucumber. Okay, which can be integrated with page object model, reporting, all those things comes into picture later. But in order to execute the BDD Cucumber framework, we should be having a dot feature file, we should be having the step definition, we should be having the runner. Okay, these are the three major components with respect to your BDD Cucumber framework. Now let us try to create each one of them. Okay, so for that we have to first create this runner package where we will be placing this runner test.java. Okay, so before that let us go in the way that we will be creating the feature. Okay, first let us try to create the feature. src slash test slash resources. Inside this let us try to create one features folder. Okay, so let me try to create that in the src slash test slash resources. Right click new folder and I'll give the name as features features. I'll click on finish. Yes. Inside this, we will create one particular feature. Features are nothing but that are used to write the test cases in the Gherkin language keywords. Okay, which are used to write the features in the Gherkin language keywords. For example, if I scroll down, okay, this is a particular feature. Okay, so this is a particular feature. Let us try to write this. Okay, I'll right click features we have created. Now we have to create the dot feature file. So for that, right click new file we are creating. The extension will be dot feature dot feature. So what is the feature? Let us try to consider the demo website. So for that, let us try to consider register. Okay, register dot feature. So I'll finish. So this created the dot feature file. Okay, where we will be writing the features in the Gherkin language keywords like this. We will be using given, we will be using when, and then, this kind of things we will be using in order to write the feature. So now first let us try to write the feature. Okay, I'll delete all these things not required. Okay, and so first thing, let us try to consider the tag. Let the tag be there. Okay, now let us try to create first feature. Okay, for that we will be having a feature keyword. Okay, this is the feature keyword. Now we have to, what is the feature? Let us try to consider the register functionality. Okay, I am trying to consider register functionality. Why I am taking register functionality is because I am trying to take this particular website. Okay, this is the website. Let me try to launch here. Okay, this is register.html. This is the same demo website that we have taken. Okay, for this particular page we are trying to automate. Okay, like for example, let us try to first write the basic test case that we will enter the first name as Suresh, okay, and last name as Kapoor, something like this. Okay, so I'm just trying to take some sample examples. Okay, let us try to take the first test case to enter the full name with first name and last name in the register page. This is our test case. Now for that, what is the feature that we have taken? We have taken register feature. Any name we can give, but I'm giving it as register feature. Okay, it should be related in the sense as we are trying to register. So for that I'm trying to take the feature as register feature. Okay, once we have written the feature, we have to write the scenario. Okay, we'll write the scenario. Okay, we will write the scenario like this. Okay, what is the scenario? Scenario is register feature, register with first name and last name. Simple. I'm just trying to give one particular scenario, that register with first and last name, something like this. Once we are done with this, we have to write the Gherkin language keywords. This is also Gherkin. So let us try to start with given. Okay, I'm just trying to write given. So this should be used for the initial step. So given user is on the register page. Okay, initial setup. Then we have to make use of when user enters first name and last name. Okay, like this. I have written one particular feature. This is our test case, right? We have designed our test case by using given, when, Gherkin language keywords, right? This is a feature in which we have written, and we have written one of the features. So now our dot feature file is ready. Okay, so once our dot feature file is ready, we have to write with respect to the step definitions for the particular steps in this feature that we have written. Let me try to give the tag name as register. Okay, register as the tag name I'm trying to give, and let me try to save it. Okay, once this is done, we have to write the step definition. So where we will be writing the step definition now. So let me try to go back here and let us try to show the project structure again. See here in src/test/java, we should be having step definitions, where we will be writing the definition for the steps that we have written in the dot feature file. Okay, so for that we have to create one folder with the name step definition. So src test java is here. Okay, right click, new, this should be a package. This is a package, this is a folder, and this is a package. Okay, so I'll try to click new and I'll click on package. Okay, here I'll give it as step definition like this. Okay, and I'll click on finish. So this will create me one package. So inside this package we should be having that particular step definition class. See, we have created register as a feature. So for the same register, we should be having one particular step def file. Okay, so for that I'll create, right click, new, this is a class, .java class. Okay, so for that I'll click on class and I'll try to give it as register step def. Okay, definitions, register step definition, and I'll click on finish. Okay, like this. So this, it created the step definition file. Now we have to write the step definition for that particular feature that we have written. Okay, so what is the feature that we have written? We have written register feature. So for this, what are the steps? The steps are given and when. Now we have to write the Java code. So for that, I'll make use of given. So for that, we have annotation called as @given. Every feature will have one step. Okay, @given. Inside this given, we have to give the same text that we have written here. What is the same text? User is on the register page. I'll copy this, I'll go here, I'll write it here. Okay, so each feature step will be having a method followed by it. So for that, public void register launch, I'll give it as launch register page. Okay, I'll give it as like this, open close. So we have to import the given. So I'll try to import it. Okay, from io.cucumber.java.en I have imported. So is this step definition done? We have written the step def template. We have to write the code inside this. Okay, so as we are trying to launch, user is on the register page. Okay, we are trying to launch the register page. So we have to write those steps. What are the steps to launch? Launch is, we have to set up the Chrome driver. We have to set up get. So that particular step we will be doing it here. So as we already have the steps that we created in the previous sessions, so we'll take the same steps and we'll try to add it here directly. Okay, so this is the steps, and let me try to add it here. Okay, and it might ask us to import few things, so let us try to import. Okay, and it is trying to import driver, so I'll try to import driver. Just asking me to import local variable. Okay, we'll do this, and here driver. Okay, now this driver should be available for other method step definitions as well, right? So for that, what I will do is I'll try to create one variable here, web driver. Okay, web driver is equals to nothing. Okay, and whatever the driver that will be instantiating here will be available to other step definition. Okay, so this is, we are launching. So what is the step that we have written? User is on the register page. This is the feature step. So for this feature step, we have to write the step definition. So we'll go to the step definition and we will write it here. So we have written, this should be the exact same copy how we have written here. Exact same copy. Okay, you should not even write small u here. You cannot write it. Okay, you have to give the exact same copy. So once we have written, we will be writing one method. In this method, we will be specifying that what are the steps that we are trying to carry out for this particular feature step. So here we are trying to launch our website. Okay, once this is done, what is the second step? Second step is, with the help of when, we have to enter first name and last name, right? So for that, let us try to create one more step def when, and we have to write the same exact copy. So I'll copy it. Then it will be followed by one method, public void enter name, like this. Okay, we have to import when, import. We have to copy only the text after the Gherkin language keywords. Understand that thing, guys, because this will be written as form of annotation. Okay, so now we have written this. Now let us try to enter. So driver is available. We have created the driver instance. Now for this, let us try to have driver.findElement.send keys. Okay, I have I already have that particular method. I'll just use the same thing. Okay, try to enter like this. So now we have to import few things. So let me try to import. So what did I do? I just made use of driver.findElement by.xpath, and in the first name xpath, I'm just trying to send ABC. Now let us try to do the same thing for last name as well. Okay, where we need to enter Kapoor, something, any name. Let us consider Kapoor. I've just taken an example. Okay, so let me try to take this placeholder, Control F, / input @ this. Okay, so let me try to give it here like this, last name. So let us try to enter the last name. Okay, so for this, I'll take the same thing, driver.findElement by.xpath, and I'll try to enter the name. Okay, so I'll Control X, I'll try to copy it here. Okay, this is the last name where I'm trying to enter some name, Kapoor. Okay, and here I'm trying to enter Suresh, right? So like this. So now we have created the step definitions. First step, we have created the feature. Second step, we have created the step def. Now the third step is, we need to have the runner, right? We need to have the runner, the how that we have created here, correct? Where is that runner? The runner is here inside src/test/java. So right click, new, and again it is an .java file. So if we are placing a .java file, we should be having that particular package. So right click, new, package, runner. Okay, I'm just giving the package name as runner. Finish. So once we have created finish, we have to create one Java class. So class we have to create, because that is an .java file, right? Runner test.java, runner test, and finish. So this will create one test file, runner test file. Now inside this test file, we have to write few things with the help of annotations. Okay, those few things are something like this. Okay, it is not like we have to create a main method, all those things. No, it is not like that. We have to have the runner class. So the runner class will be something like this. Okay, it will be having @runwithcucumber.class. This is basically an annotation. We should not write inside the class, we should write above this, like this. Okay, @ is an annotation, run with cucumber.class we have to import. So let me try to import. Okay, so I have imported. So this also we have to import. So we are trying to tell here that we are trying to execute our particular runner with the help of JUnit runner. So that is what that we are trying to specify here. Whatever the cucumber that we are trying to write, okay, whatever the cucumber BDD cucumber features or the step definitions, whatever we are trying to write, we are trying to execute with the JUnit runner. So that is what we are trying to specify here. Okay, so let me try to import this. Okay, and next thing that we have to write is the cucumber options. Okay, cucumber options helps us in various things. I'll explain that. Okay, these are cucumber options. So let me try to import. Okay, cucumber options consists of major things. Okay, for example, features. Feature is one cucumber option which will help us in specifying the path of the feature file, right? Where is the path? src test resources features. Do we have src test resources features, right? src test resources features. This is the path of the features file, right? And then we have to specify glue. Glue will help us in specifying the path of the step definition file. Okay, so where is the path? The path is here. Let me try to rename. Okay, let me try to rename, instead of step definition, let me try to rename it as definitions. Okay, rename sub package. Okay, preview. Okay, so I have renamed it. Okay, I have renamed the step definition. So here also it is renamed. So I have just specified the path of the step definition file. So feature is an Cucumber option which will help us in specifying the path of the feature file, and glue is the Cucumber option which will help us in specifying the path of the step definition file. We will see plugin and monochrome next. Okay, so this is, we have created the runner. Now let us try to execute our test case. Which test case? Register with first and last name test case. Okay, so for that I'll try to right click, run as JUnit. This time we are not running from run as Java application. No, we are running it from right click, run as JUnit. I'll tell one more time. So this is executing our test case that we have written. This is the test case. Register with first and last name, src test/resources features register.feature, and it has launched the Chrome browser. Now it should enter first name and last name, Suresh Kapoor. Okay, so it has completed. So this is how we can set up the BDD Cucumber framework. It will give us the report as well here. Register.feature is the feature that we have executed, and the report that will be generated will be here. I'll just try to refresh. Target Cucumber report. So this is the report that is being generated. So this is the feature that we executed, right? And all is green. That means everything is passed. Okay. So this is how we can create the BDD Cucumber framework. First step, we have to create the Maven project. In the pom.xml file, we have to add the dependencies. We have added Selenium dependency. We have added a WebDriver manager dependency so that we can set up the WebDriver. Then we have added the Cucumber dependencies with JUnit. Once this is done, we have to create the folder. The folder structure should be src main Java, src test Java, src test resources. Okay. Once the folder structure is done, we have to write the feature. So we have written the register.feature where we have specified the test case. Once this is done, we have to specify the step definition. So step definition we have written. Once this is done, we have to set up the runner. So we have to specify the Cucumber options and the path for the step definition and the glue for the step definition, feature for the path for the feature folder. Once this is done, right click, run as JUnit. Okay, this will execute whatever the feature that we have written here, and it will give us the output. So I have executed. So now it is launching. So WebDriver will be launched, and again it will try to do the same step that we did before. So it will try to launch this register web page, and it will try to enter full name as Suresh and last name as Kapoor. Okay, we have not written quitting the browser and all. Once we include those things, it will try to do that task as well. Okay, so this is how we can set up the BDD Cucumber framework. So now we have set up the framework. We'll try to include other parts, page object model and reporting, all those things. We'll see how to include inside this framework. Okay, so this is how we can set up the framework.